Greetings, I'm Barrett, and welcome back to Meet Me at the Table. We are going to continue our myth playthrough. We are on part 4. We're still in the first act of the Stone of Life module by Megacon Games. Before we get to the action, I want to tell you about another YouTube channel that did a great myth playthrough. He's called Doug Herring, and you can find him on YouTube. He's also known as Doug Mystic Eye on Board Game Geek. He's done many playthroughs of myth, and they're really great to see. I'd recommend checking out his channel as soon as you get the opportunity, especially if you love myth. If you love board games in general, he has many to choose from to see, and he does a great job on every one. I'll make sure to put a link to the channel in the description below, and also to the myth playlist that he has. Now, with that being said, we'll continue our playthrough. Our heroes just destroyed the huge crawler lair. Let us see if they can continue in their adventure, or will the darkness finally get to them? To find out, why don't you meet me at the table? We are going to start our hero deck phase with our outsider. Out of the cards we had in our hand, we are going to keep Hustle. The other ones we'll discard. We're going to keep our ongoing in play. We have 2 open slots, so we're going to lower our threat by 2, bringing it from 3 down to 1. We're then going to draw 4 more cards. The cards we got are Blade of Hate, again, that card was awesome. Skewer. Sojourner's Path. Both Sojourner's Path. I guess he really wants to walk on that path. From the very first video, I accidentally gave him 1 too many malice tokens. So I'm going to be removing one of those. We're only down to 2 malice tokens. Now let's move on to the Acolyte. Ben the Acolyte has 6 threat, so we're going to knock him down to 5. Looking at the 2 cards we have, I don't think we're going to keep either one. We're going to discard both of those and all 3 of these and draw up to 5 cards. The cards we got are Last Rites, Prey, another Last Rites, Blood of the Overcomer, and Angelic Word. Wow, we're set to do a lot of damage if we want to. Let's check out Karen the Archer. Karen the Archer has 1 empty spot in their actions, so we're going to go down to 4. On her threat, we're going to discard everything she has, even the 2 that I'm holding, and get 5 new cards. We got Wayfarer's Ruse, which is that counterattack the weapon. Now You See Me, which is a dodge card. Sprint, Gift of the Underworld, and a Retrieve card. Since we have 1 active enemy, the crawlers, we are going to add 1 AP to the darkness, bringing it to 3. Ben the Acolyte is going to go first. He's going to cast Angelic Word and attack 1 target within range. This attack gains a number of additional D10 equal to your faith, which is 1. He is going to attack this crawler right here. The spell has a range of 3, so we're okay. Building his dice pool, we have 1 D10 and a fate dice for himself, 1 D10 for his Warren Prayer Book, and 1 D10 for having 1 faith. Roll them up. And the crawlers have a defense of 4. And we got it. And we got faith too. Yes. That attack will kill this crawler. It will also add 1 AP to the darkness. Our Acolyte's threat will go up to 6 from casting Angelic Word, but getting the Faith symbol does lower it by 1 thanks to his Worn Prayer Book. Brian's going next, and we've set him up for a heck of an attack. He's going to move 2, and we're going to play Sojourner's Path. It attacks 3 targets within range as shown, and for each Malice token spent, I can reduce the AP cost of this card by 1. We are going to use 1 Malice token. That reduces the AP cost of this card to 1. Buildings Brian's dice pool gives us 1d10 and a fate dice for being himself, and 2d10 for his weapon. That's it. Hopefully that's enough to hit them all. Swing for the fences, Brian. And he did it. He got him. He didn't get his fate dice recipe, though. First time for that. Due to a pure sweet attack, we've taken out 3 crawlers all in one hit, thanks to Sojourner's Path. Because of that, we get to place 1 treasure. We put it here, just for argument's sake. I'm guessing he's stabbing forward first and then thrusting back after that, putting the treasure on the 3rd killed enemy behind him. We used 1 Malice token to lower the AP cost of that card from 2 to 1, meaning it's only going to do 1. Meaning the darkness does not activate quite yet. It will very soon. Brian killing 3 people, or I guess they're crawlers, they're not people. His threat is going to go up 3 to 4. Our archer is going to move 2. Our acolyte is going to move 2. And then our archer is going to play sprint, which will give us 3 additional movement points. She's going to move 1, 2 to pick up this treasure, and then 3 to move over here. Let's see what she finds. A white token. 1 coin. Wow, these crawlers are rich beyond my wildest dreams. And that was sarcasm. 1 coin. Yay. We'll move the darkness track up 1. This will let us run a darkness cycle. We still have crawlers on the board. If there are 2 captains of the same monster type, convert 1 into a mini-boss. Not happening. All move cards are reduced by -1 movement point if there's a threat penalty of 10. There isn't. And then we have minions, captain, mini-boss, and bosses, and they move in that order. There is no lair, so nothing spawns. The crawlers attack based on proximity, so their priority target will be, you guessed it, Brian the Pincushion. I mean Brian the Outsider. This crawler will move here. This range crawler will try to, or actually won't try, it will, back up so that it is within 3. The good news for Brian is there's only 2 crawlers attacking. He can't take 3 damage. So let's see how the crawlers do. Yes, they do manage 1. As usual, poor Brian gets hit again. We'll roll a fate dice. That's a nature symbol, so nothing. During the hero deck phase, our outsider is going to keep hustle. Threat's going to be reduced to 2. Clear this card and draw more. We gain Mind Splinter. I'll take that, a parry card. Path of Nature. Hand of Darkness. Ben the Acolyte is going to keep Blood of an Overcomer. Why? Because with my luck, somebody will get poisoned and I won't have this card. The rest are going to be discarded and I'll draw up to 5. The new cards he got were Consuming Fire, Smite, another Consuming Fire, everything seems to come in pairs around here, and Soothe Wounds. Before the Archer moves on to her hero deck phase, which I should have done before the other two, I forgot she had Retrieve. She's going to use Retrieve to get herself an ammo card from the discard pile. She has 1 ammo in her quiver. Our darkness will go up by 1. She's going to lower her threat by 2. Clear these cards and draw 5 more. She got our favorite card, Orion's Tear, an ammo, another ammo, Fool's Errand, and another ammo. Lots of ammo. Well, that'll get us ready for the next room. The crawlers are still the only active enemy, giving us 1 AP. We are going to start our turn with Ben the Acolyte. He's going to step back onto the bookcase, and per the rules of this act, each bookcase may be searched once by a player who ends their turn on the bookshelf realm object and spends 1 movement point. That player then rolls in the following table and hope he gets a 10. So he had 2 movement at the beginning of the turn, moved 1 back in the bookcase, and now he's going to use the other one to search the bookcase. Since it's only 1 die, I'm going to roll it right next to where he is. Come on, Ben. A 4. A 4. I'm going to go with 2 gold, since there actually isn't a 4. I'm going to guess that first one should have been 1 through 4. Just a guess. Found a couple gold. Karen, our archer, is going to do a very similar thing. She's going to move 2. She'll have to search it next turn, though. Brian, our outsider, will use the Path of Nature. This states that each other hero within range increases their threat by 3. That will be the archer. In addition, reduce the AP on the darkness meter by 2. Our archer's threat goes from 2, 1, 2, 3, to 5. And our darkness meter gets lowered by 2. Back to nothing. Next, Brian is going to play Hustle. He's going to gain 2 additional movement points, bringing his total to 4. He gets his 2 base movement, and then he's going to go 1, and he is going to search that crate. Per the rules of the act, crates may be searched by a player who ends their turn adjacent to a crate and spends 1 movement point. Discard this token, then roll a d10 on the following table. This time there actually is a 4. So let's not roll it. I'd rather roll a 10. We are going to discard this token. Roll a d10. Come on. A 9. That's got to be good. Gain 4 gold. Well, I guess 10 was the best. 4 gold, though. Can't complain about gold. 4 more gold. Brian the Moneybags, a.k.a. Pincushion, is up to 7. Hustle does bring her AP up. 1. That was a pretty quick turn. We are going to clear our cards, go down in threat, and bring everybody back to our next hero cycle. First, Brian's going to go to 1. Clear these 2 cards. Draw back up to 5. And we're going to get rid of the rest. He received, I'll take that. Just a basic attack. Shrouded in Darkness, Hand of Darkness, and the Path of Guile. Our Acolyte didn't play any cards this turn. He loses 4 threat, going down to 1. Not very threatening. Keep Blood of the Overcomer again, just because that's me. Draw 4 cards. Got a Hustle, Tend the Weak, Guardian Angel, and Armor of Faith. Really wish I would have got a Sprint card, but Hustle will do. On to our Archer. Play 3 ammo. Threat goes to 4 with only 1 open action spot. All these get readied into her quiver. She has a maximum of 4, and she has 4 in there. We're going to discard the other 2 cards and draw up to 5. Now you see me. Great, more ammo, can't hold it. Retrieve, can't even get it back. More ammo, yay! And find weakness. The active crawlers bring the AP up 1. Brian the Outsider and Karen the Archer during this hero cycle are really just going to get into position for next turn, hopefully being able to take out both of those crawlers. Brian's going to move 1, 2, and Karen's going to move 1, 2. Our Acolyte Ben will be playing Hustle to gain 2 more movement points, and he's going for that crate. 1, 2 for his base movement, and then 1, 2 for his Hustle card. That Hustle card will add 1 AP. Brian's threat drops to 0. He's going to keep his ongoing, going, and going, I guess. That's kind of fun. And he's going to keep his attack card just in case he doesn't draw any other ones. Up to 4, or up to 5. 4 more. Path of Rage, Alone in the Dark, Surrogate, and Derision. Our Acolyte will drop to 0 threat. He did play Hustle. My fault for not putting it in the action slot. I'm going to continue to keep Blood of an Overcomer. Everything else clears. Draw up to 5. Sprint. Where were you last turn? Pray. Pray. Keep on praying. A more sprint. Yes, everything in pair. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. 2 sprints and 2 prayers. Wow, I wish... Yeah, I think I got a poker hand here. Check that out, huh? Moving to our Archer, she has 4 arrows in her quiver. She can't have any more. So, all the cards she has, we're going to discard. And draw back up to 5. Hustle. Karan's Payment, and another ammo to the knee, and a sprint card. We're starting with Ben the Acolyte. He's going to search that crate. Using 1 movement point, he rolls a d10. Come on, 10. Another 9! Missed it by 1. 4 more gold. Can't go wrong with that. So we'll remove this tile. And that's 1 movement point. He's going to move another movement point this way. And stay right there for now. And our Acolyte gains 4 gold. More for the coffer. Brian is going to move up 2 and play his attack card, which just is a normal attack and allows him to attack any target within range. I can spend a Malice token to add a d10 and a Fate dice, but I'm not going to do that. Brian's Fate dice will consist of d10 and a Fate dice for himself, 2d10 for his weapon. He needs a 4, and a darkness symbol wouldn't hurt. You got what we need but we didn't get our fate dice symbol. Ever since I played Dark Fate, he's not getting his fate recipe. But every time before that, he kept getting it. Come on, Brian, pull through, get those fate dice. That will kill the crawler in front of him. It will also add 1 AP to the darkness. Karen the Archer has her eye on the prize. She's going for this. One last crate. She's going to move 2, 1, 2 with her base movement. She's then going to play Sprint, giving her 3 additional movement points. Moving 1, 2, 3. And then the darkness goes up by 1 from the Sprint card. The next card we're going to play is going to be Hustle. Nope, lied. It's Derision. It's that really awesome card that the Outsider has. It says, if the darkness activates from playing this card, gain 1 malice token for each AP exceeding 6. In addition, enemies within range have their attacks reduced by 1d10. Oh, this card is glorious. So we're going to add 3 to the darkness, which bumps it over by 2, meaning I gain 2 malice tokens, and we run a darkness cycle. With only 1 crawler left on the tile, this is going to be a quick darkness cycle. If there are less than 4 minions, spawn a captain. Notice it says spawn. Since it says spawn, it has to come out of the lair. There's no lair. There are cards or parts of the darkness card that will say place or something of that nature. All heroes take 2 damage for the rest of the act if we're at threat penalty. We're not. That's our activation order. Minions, captain, boss, mini-boss, and boss. And then our normal spawn, but without a lair, no spawn. And we go back, and that 2 extra does carry over, and we're ready to continue. That crawler is going to go after Brian, since he not only would have priority based on the crawler's attack card, but his derision card also states that you are the only priority. So he's going to move up. Brian's going to face him because he does that. And nothing happens because they lower their attack dice by d10 and they only have 1, so they don't get to roll. Best card in the game. So good. Now to continue, this is where we play Hustle. And she moves 2. Moving into the hero deck phase, our Outsider is going to lower his threat by 1, but he's at 0 right now, so he doesn't need to lower his threat at all. We are going to remove both these cards, draw up to 5. We're going to keep Path of Rage because it sounds awesome. There's only 3 left, so I'll have to shuffle my discard pile and draw 1 more. He received Shrouded in Darkness, Curse, Disengage, Skylance, and there's our Path of Rage. Ben the Acolyte has 0 threat, so we're not going to be lowering that at all. We are going to keep Blood of an Overcomer yet again, and draw up to 5. Pray, Smite, Blessing of the Dawn, and Stand Fast. Our archer with nothing in the active action slots is going to lower her threat to 0. I have chosen to keep Quran's Payment and drew 4 more cards. Find Weakness, Ammo, Fool's Errand, and Tumble. There's still that 1 pesky crawler left. Darkness goes up 1. AP. Our archer, I believe, is going to finish off this tile. Let's see if she can do it. She's going to spend 1 movement point to search that crate. Come on, 10, you've given me 2 9s. Wow. All right, yep, that's 3 9s in a row. Well, at least the chests are very, what would you call it? Predictable. Another 4 gold. 4 gold will go to the archer. The next thing the archer is going to do is she's going to put an ammo in her ammo slot. I know I have 4 up in my quiver, but I'm planning to use one. The next card I'm going to play is Tumble. Tumble, I get to move 3 squares and attack one target within range. If the target is adjacent, this attack gains +1 damage. It's not considered a move. So I'm going to use 1 movement point that I have remaining. I use 1 to search this, 1 to move, and then move 1, 2, 3 with my Tumble card. And adjacent to this crawler, an attack. Her dice pool will consist of 1d10 and a fate dice for herself, and 1d10 for her stick and twine. She needs a 4, and we got it. Got an 8 and a 5. Crawler's dead, and that's going to be the end of the tile. We'll just wrap some things up. Our nimble archer killed the crawler. That card was 1 AP. We're going to do a quick hero deck phase, spend all our normal movement to move on to the next tile, and continue Act 1. So let's go to the player boards. Our outsider is going to keep Skylance. Discard the rest and gain up to 5 cards. Sojourner's Path, Path of Guile, Path of Nature, and Derision. Our Acolyte is going to switch some things up. We are actually going to keep Blessing of the Dawn this time. I know, it's not Blood of an Overcomer. I've been holding that forever. But we're going to hold this one this time. And draw up to 5 cards. He got Feet of the Saints, Soothe Wounds, Hustle, and Attend the Weak to go with Blessing of the Dawn. Our archer fired an arrow using Tumble, so she'll reload the ammo, discard Tumble, keep Karan's Payment, if I can not let it glare on there, draw up to 5 cards. We got Retrieve, Wayfarer's Ruse, Orion's Tears, and Sprint. There are no active enemies on this tile, so the AP for the darkness does not go up. With that said, the tile is cleared. We can move to the next tile by sacrificing our base movement, and that's what we're going to do, and we'll continue on with the act. Well, that concludes part 4 of our Myth playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you for watching, and please come back next time for part 5. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. And please leave any comments or suggestions below. I'd love to hear from all of you. What does the next tile have in store for our heroes? You'll have to come back and find out. I hope you will meet me at the table.